about 2 minutes left in the warm-up. Hey, don't wander off too far. Don't wander off too far. I don't know what the rate is. Yeah.
Welcome to Kansas City Stars Hockey and tonight's preseason game between the Kansas City Stars and the Kansas City Knights. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rob Plamondon, back for another season of Kansas City Stars Hockey. I'll bring you all the play-by-play for tonight's game as these two teams get prepared for the Mid-America High School Hockey League season, which starts here in just a couple of weeks. Stars have played one game, a friendly against the St. Joe Griffins, a game they won. I believe the Knights were down at a tournament last weekend, which they won. The Knights, the league's defending champions, they won the playoffs last year, upsetting the Wichita Thunder in the league championship game by a score of 4-3. So we're excited for another year of Kansas City Stars hockey. A lot of new players on this team, a lot of fresh faces, and really excited to see how this team's going to come out and play as they get ready for another season of Mid-America High School Hockey League action. As the teams finish their warm-ups, just a couple of notes here. The Stars captains were selected, and the team captain wearing the C on his sweater will be Jackson Tillery. The alternate captains are James Gorder, Jackson Riggs, and Brody Hicks. So congratulations to the senior leadership of this team, selected by their players as well as by the coaches, Jim Blackowicz, the head coach, Mike Chabilski, assistant coach, and it looks like we got some help there on the bench from former Stars players, Matthew Taylor, and looks like Aaron Wayne over there as well, or I'm sorry, Tony Wayne over there on the bench helping out the coaches. Players wrapping up their warm-ups will be underway in just a moment for this preseason game between the Stars and the Knights. And because it is preseason, it's actually a tournament this weekend. The Stars will be playing the Saints tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon at Line Creek. They'll be back here tomorrow night to take on the Knights in a rematch, and then on Sunday afternoon back at Line Creek to take on the Saints. So a preseason tournament, each team getting to play 4 games. We'll be playing 13-minute periods this evening, so probably just go right through with no ice clean after the second period, more like your JV clock rules, but really looking forward to seeing the Stars in action and getting ready for another season and really glad to be back here behind the mic. It's going to be Seton Swan setting up to take the opening face-off out there with Justin Schutzler on right wing, and looks like Ashley Emily on defense. Jackson Tillery out there on defense as well. And Ben Grant will line up as left wing opposite. I know some of the players here for the Saints, they may not have all their jerseys yet. I'll try to get the names as best I can. And we're underway. Puck tied up at the face-off circle. Sending around behind the net. Picked up there by the Knights. Played up off the glass, held in by Swan. Plays it down in the corner to Schutzler. Schutzler with a tough angle shot. Save made by the goalie. Backhand right out in front of backhander by Grant that was wide. Kept in by Emily at the point. Played down in the corner. And now cleared down the length of the ice by the Knights. And we'll have our first whistle on an icing call against the Knights. Again, a lot of new faces. In goal for the Stars is number 34, Tanner Brace. He, along with Caleb Weddlestedt, will get the goaltending duties for the Stars this season, but Brace in between the pipes for this evening's game. Face-off tied up in the circle, comes back to the point. Glendenning has it, sends it toward the net. Stick saved by the goalie. Gorder tried to center it. That was blocked away. Glendenning at the point, throws it off a skate. Puck caroms to the far board. Played down and along by Reuter. He takes a body to the board. A couple of Knights down there. Then now the Knights come away with it. Played ahead back to the point, and Stars have it. Truett Spiker plays it over to Glendenning. Headman pass too far for Riggs. Puck back at center. Glendenning and one of the Knights collide. Reuter has it. Circles it around the sideboard. Back to Gorder with the high circle. His shot was blocked to the corner. Now the puck comes up the right wing board. Good play by Spiker to take it away. Spiker looking for a centering pass. Threw it right out in front. It was off a stick. And the puck rolls in on goal, and the Knights goalie will cover it up and freeze the puck. 11:41 to play, opening period. Stars and Knights in a preseason tournament friendly here from the Kansas City Ice Center. Face off to the right of the Knights goal. Hit off the board by Hicks. Schimmel tried to get a stick on it, got tied up there by a couple of Knights. Sanders along the boards, had it taken away by the Knights. Here comes number 40 up the right-hand side. Tried to cut it back to the middle. A nice play by Hicks. Played up along the boards, kept in by the Knights, played around the corner. Off a stick, off Hicks' stick. Played ahead by the Stars. Morton got a stick on it. Puck sent right back in by the Knights. Over to the right wing board. Hicks played it ahead, is kept in the zone. Now the Stars do get it out. And back inside his own blue line is number 19 for the Knights. Long pass across the boards in front of the bench, picked up by number 18. Played it ahead, Schutzler intercepts it there at center. Had it poked off a stick, but regains possession and then plays it across. Up to Jensen. Jensen had knocked off his stick, but it's Schutzler picking it up down the left wing side. Schutzler down in the corner. Throw it right to the goal crease. Puck caroms off the stick, held in by Hicks. Threw it toward the net. That hit traffic. Number 19 has it there. Centering attempt out in front. Paddled away by the goalie back behind the net. Comes back to the point. Hicks with a shot. That was blocked. Bouncing puck in the slot area. Soccered away by the Knights. They get it out of the zone. Now it's chipped ahead. Hit some traffic. Stayed at center. Hicks with a pass up to Schutzler. Schutzler had it poked off his stick. A nice play by number 6 Saunders for the Knights. Played it ahead too far. Race for the puck. Emily and number 7. Now 7's going to get there first for the Knights. Emily ties him up along the boards. Puck comes around behind the net. Tillery giving chase. Tillery takes a hit by number 6 Saunders. Saunders ends up with a puck for the Knights. Poked around behind the net. Emily giving chase. Cycles it around behind the net. Swan in there for the Stars. Tillery. Swan comes away with it. Swan lifts it up out of the zone. And the puck won't go far enough for an icing, so the Knights have to play it right in front of his own net. Is number 10. Number 10 is Comey. Comey with a shot that was deflected right through the goal crease. Saunders with the puck for the Knights. Poked up, but kept into the zone by the Knights. Gorder giving chase there. Comey and Gorder bump into each other in the corner. The puck Comes away, Comey with it. Top of the circle, back to the point to 73. His shot right on, save made. Rebound, another save. Another nice save by Tanner Brace. A couple of saves there, and he covers it up. We'll have a face-off coming up to the right of the Stars goal. 9:12 to play, opening period. I want to thank my scoreboard operator, Corey Emily, for taking over the duties on the scoreboard, which makes things a lot easier for me. Here's number 92, overskates the puck down in the corner, picked up by the Stars. Long pass intercepted, but knocked away by the Stars. Gorder had it, taken away. Reuter circled it around inside his own zone. Tried to get it to Riggs underneath this stick, but off the boards is Gorder. Gorder carries it in, had a stick lifted nicely by the Knights, but Reuter keeps it in for the Stars. One of the Stars fell down along the boards. Reuter and tied up by a couple of Knights. Puck comes out of the zone. Glendenning chips it back in. Loose puck just outside the zone. Spiker has it. Here's Spiker inside the circle. Now circles it along the boards. Still with the puck. Tourist Spiker looking for a pass. Plays it over to Reuter. Reuter's shot is deflected behind the net. Glove down by Riggs. Comes back along the boards. Riggs will chase it around behind the net. Had it taken away by the Knights. Good defensive play there by one of the Knights. Number 92 there for the Knights. Now the puck played across, still in the zone, and now cleared out as Spiker puts a big hit on one of the Knights right in front of the Knights bench. Long pass up to Gorder. Here's Gorder looking for a pass. Had it poked off his stick. Come back to Spiker, but he had it taken away. Nice defensive play by number 92 for the Knights. He'll carry it into the zone. Try to put a move on, but a good defensive play by Brody Jensen. Comes right out in front. Schimmel was there for the Stars, and he'll skate it back out. Schimmel gains the red line, sends it in. Schimmel chases it down himself, plays it around behind the net, taken away by the Knights, and the puck comes up the boards. Emily had a bounce over a stick. Emily takes it away. Here's a chance for Morton, but he couldn't control it. Back to the point is Jensen. His shot. Puck deflects up in the air, and it'll be gloved and held by the Knights goalie. 7:26 to play, opening period. No score in this preseason tournament friendly. Schimmel to take the drop for the Stars. Comes back. Here's Jensen with a shot that was blocked wide of the goal. Number 27 sends it around. It's going to be held in by Hicks. Pinching in down low, down to the corner. Centering attempt that hits some skates. Number 25 able to control it off his skate. Plays it around behind the net up for 77. Had it knocked off his stick, but 19 was there for the Knights. Schimmel doing a good job keeping the puck in the zone. Morton sends it back behind the net. Now it comes along the side of the goal. The Stars had to tag up. They were offsides. And now Morton in on the forecheck. Played ahead. And cleared back out of the zone where it's picked up by Jensen. Quick pass up to Swan. Swan, a right-handed shot sent around behind the net. Centering attempt by Sanders. That was denied by the Knights, and they get it out of the zone. Puck picked up here by number 77 to the backhand. Lifted it over the net, over the crossbar. Missed the glove of Tanner Brace behind the goal. 77 with a burst of speed. He gets upended, and we got a penalty coming up. And the Knights are going to get the first power play of today's game. A tripping call against Brody Hicks. Penalty comes at the 6:34 mark of the opening period. Knights will get the first power play opportunity of the game. Off the face-off is Saunders with it. Wrist shot that was deflected wide. Played up the boards, kept in by Comey, number 10. He gets hit by a couple of Stars, and the car is able to get it out of the zone as it's flipped back into the Knights' end. Here's a chance as the puck was left right in front of the net. I think he was looking for a pass, and his defensive partner didn't see it. But the Knights get away with it, and they'll bring it back into the Stars' zone. Saunders, left wing side down in the corner. Avoids the check. Schutzler in there, can't clear it. Here's a shot right on and a nice save by Brace. Plays it to the corner. Knights still control. Number 7 has it. Number 7 had it knocked off his stick. 73 pinching in, sends it around behind the net. 87 waits for it right wing side. Sockers it around behind the net. Gets tied up there nicely by the Stars. Clear but not out. 77 with it. Down along the boards to number 7 back to 77 at the left point. Here's number 7, had it knocked away nicely by Emily, but Comey able to keep it in. Tillery backhands it up to Schutzler, who sends it back down into the Knight zone. Stars able to make a change. Here's Comey quickly bringing it back into the Stars end. Had it poked off his stick. Sanders was there. He got upended. Reuter has it. His clearing attempt kept in by number 73 into the slide area, now circles it back out. 73 still with it. Nice move. Here's a shot. Not sure if that got through. It deflected in the corner. Good play by Grant to get it out of the zone. Grant still with it. Grant battling hard. Oh, and a big hit by Glenn Denning on one of the Knights. A big open ice hit, and the Stars able to clear with just 5 seconds left on the power play. Penalty over. Stars back to full strength. 4:25 to play opening period. Here's number 77 sending it in. Banks off the board. 25 gets there first for the Knights. Carries it behind the net. Had it poked off a stick. Good play by Carson Reuter. Reuter lost it. Glendenning will pick up the loose puck. Plays it off the boards. Kept in by number 2. Glendenning got it back for the Stars and cleared out along the boards. And this one will be whistled for an icing against the Stars. The faceoff will come back in the Stars end with 4:01 to play in the first period. Face off to the left to Tanner Brace. Spiker opposite number 48. Puck played to the corner. Hicks had it taken away. Back to the slide area where it's intercepted by Schutzler. Schutzler carries it into the zone. Had it poked off a stick by number 73. Circling in his own zone, still with the puck. Now brings it out. Plays it ahead to number 92. Kokine hits shot, and that'll be gloved and held by Brace. Face off to the right of the Stars goal. Controlled by the Stars, played around behind the net by Jensen. Hicks gets it, plays it ahead. Taken there by Comey. Centered right out in front, but Jensen there for the Stars. Here's Jensen back the other way. They got a 2-on-1 if they can hustle. Jensen with it. Jensen looking for a pass, played it across, but it was off a stick. A nice defensive play by the Knights. Schutzler with a shot that was blocked. Onto the stick of Gorder. Tried to center it. Had it deflect off a stick and intercepted by the Knights, and back the other way they come, up the right-hand side. Here's number 92. His shot right on, paddled away by wraparound attempt by 92. That was denied. Puck played along the boards. 92 doing a good job for the Knights. Keeps it in the zone and then lifts it up off the Jets logo. And we'll have a face-off outside the zone. I want to thank all of you for watching, whether you're watching live or watching the replay. Pleasure to have you watching Kansas City Stars hockey on the Kansas City Stars YouTube channel. Sanders with the puck. Played it back to Tillery. He wasn't quite ready for it. Tillery doing a nice job as one of the Knights was coming in to play the puck. Now it's sent in offside. The Stars will have a chance to clear. Emily plays it across to Tillery. Tillery overskated it momentarily. Back to Emily off his stick. Emily gets the carry him off the goal, but it's taken away by number 7. A nice defensive play, sends it in. There's a hit along the boards by Sanders on Tillery. Tillery gets up as Sanders lost his stick out of the zone. Oliver Sanders for the Stars couldn't control it. Got a Sanders for the Knights. Got a Sanders for the Stars. And number 7 has the puck for the Knights. His pass played ahead. Here's Sanders. The Knights Sanders. Lost the puck momentarily. Plays it down along the boards. Kept in. Sanders picked up the puck at the top of the circle. Zwillenberg had it knocked off his stick. Nice play by one of the Stars. Zwillinger had it again. I think it's Zwillinger. I'll get the name right eventually. Back to the point. Played down to the corner. It was back to the point. A good play by Morton to get it out of the zone. But the Knights regroup there and play it back in. And now here's the chance that the Stars were making a change. Willingworth with a shot. And that's gloved and held by Brace. Stars are making a change there, and the entire near side of the ice was wide open for Zwillingenberg. But a nice save by Tanner Brace. Now a fan pass attempt gives the Stars a chance here. Swan playing it ahead to Schutzler. Schutzler with a nice move on the defender. Schutzler plays it across, but it was poked away. Grant was there for the Stars, but a nice defensive play. Now back the other way. Here's 77 playing it across. Reaching for the puck was one of the Knights. The puck comes right out in front. Another shot, a save. Puck still loose. And now it looks like Brace has got it in the glove as one of the Knights is face down in front of the net, but he's okay as he gets up under his own power. Might have been dazed a little bit, but appears to be okay. A minute 12 to play in this opening period. Face off to the left of the Stars goal. And off the face-off, chipped ahead by Reuter, kept in, but now the Stars able to clear it. Grant plays it over to Glendenning. Glendenning up the right wing side, sends it in. Around behind the net in the corner. Swan had it roll off his stick, kept in nicely by Reuter. Reuter chips it down in the corner. Swan giving chase. Reuter for the Stars. Reuter got knocked off the puck. We got a penalty coming up. And this is going to be against the Knights. Race to the bench as the Stars still control it. And now the touch by the Knights. And the Stars will go on their first power play with 42 2/10 to play in the first period. It's going to be 25 Larson going off. 2 minutes for elbowing. And the Stars will go on the Fireball power play for the first time in this game. All Kansas City Stars power plays brought to you by Fireball, the preferred cinnamon whiskey for all Kansas City Stars high school hockey parents and adults of legal drinking age. Number 40 with the puck clears it out, and that'll kill time off the power play. Brace out of the net, gets it ahead to Jensen. Jensen circles it in front of his own goal. Long pass up to Spiker. Spiker has to backhand it in right onto the stick of Comey, who chips it back out with 20 seconds left in the period. Riggs, long pass, but Spiker got turned around and fell down. That'll give Comey a chance that he'll retreat deep and then send it the length of the ice. And that should pretty much do it here for the first period as the final seconds ticking off. Riggs skates it up as the buzzer sounds, ending the first period. And our score at the end of one period is the Kansas City Stars 0, the Kansas City Knights 0. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Kansas City Stars high school hockey. So the teams get ready to start the second period. I should probably mention that next weekend is the preseason Mid-America High School Hockey League Jamboree. That'll be played down at Springfield. The Stars Varsity team will have games against Northwest Arkansas and Mid-Missouri. Check the schedule for dates and times. I'm not sure exactly when those games will be scheduled, but those are the two teams they'll be playing. A couple of solid opponents and expected to be amongst the leaders in Mid-America High School Hockey League play. Second period underway. Stars on the power play. Reuter has it, pass too far. Comey will fire it back down just wide of the goal. Puck behind the net. Reuter with it. Plays ahead, but it's off the stick of number 7. He takes the puck, gets bumped on the board. The Stars come away with it. Here's Spiker not able to control the pass too far for him, but Reuter plays it back to Spiker. Spiker, left wing boards. Spiker skates it down low behind the net to Reuter. Looking for a pass, had it knocked off his stick. Order there for the Stars. Tried to play it back to the point, but Tillery had moved across to the high point, and the puck played down out of the zone. Now chipped ahead. Picked up there by the Knights, number 73, right in front of his own bench. He gets tied up along the boards, waits for his teammates to get on side, and then plays it around behind the net with 25 seconds left on the man advantage. Got a broken stick on the ice. As Riggs brings it in, puck high up in the air, bounces right out in front, puck at the side of the net. Riggs Spiker rather, trying to stuff it in, but we get a whistle as the puck frozen at the side of the net by the Knights goalie. 13 seconds left on the Stars power play. Faceoff will be to the right of the Knights goal. Shots on goal in that first period, 8 for the Knights and 5 for the Stars. Back to the point to Reuter. He'll send one toward the net. Nice pad save by the goalie, and he'll cover it up. Good play by the goalie, not allowing the rebound. Got the pads on it and swallowed it right up. Face off in the same place to the right of the goal. Played along the boards, comes back to the point. Reuter. Schimmel had it. Schimmel got knocked down. Bouncing puck at the highest point there. Glendenning had it, chopped off his stick and out of the zone as the penalty time's expired. Knights back at full strength. Here's Sanders spinning around behind the net. Number 68 is going to get there first for the Knights. Sends it up the boards. Kept in by Glendenning at the point. Now played ahead. Pass intercepted by Sanders. He'll backhand it around behind the net. 68 picks it up there for the Knights. Glendenning not able to keep it in. It's offsides, and the Stars, we got a whistle now. We're going to have a penalty. Appears to be against the Knights. It's going to be a roughing call on number 68, and the Stars will go back on the Fireball power play. Time of the penalty. 1:42 rather of the second period. It'll be the second power play opportunity for the Stars. They did not convert on their first opportunity. They'll have another chance here early in this second period. Face-off control by the Knights. Is Comey with it. His clearing attempt was battled around, picked up there by Hicks. Back to Schutzler at the point. Over to Jensen. Jensen sends it in on net. Stick save. Swan with it. Back to Jensen. Jensen over to Schutzler. Played it off his skate. Schutzler with a shot. And that'll be gloved and held by the Knights goalie. A couple of chances there for the Stars, but the Knights goalie able to see it all and make the saves. Minute 41 left on the power play. Face-off control by the Knights, but they're not able to clear. A good stick lift by the Stars. Schutzler plays it over to Swan. He'll send it in. His shot was off the glass, and now it'll be cleared out to center by the Knights. Picked up there by Jensen. Jensen circles it by the blue line up to Schutzler. Schutzler sends it in around behind the net. Grant giving chase for the Stars, had it taken away, and the Knights will send it down the length of the ice. Tanner Braith out of the net. We'll leave it there for Jensen. Kind of a precarious place to leave the puck right along the board there on its edge. But a good play. Now the Stars get it out to center. A good pick up there by Riggs. He'll play it in 2-on-1. Riggs with a shot! And a nice save he had. Who was it? Brody Hicks there on the 2-on-1. But I think he did the right thing in taking the shot. And another nice save by the Knights goalie. 55 seconds left on the Stars power play. Back to the point quarter. Over to Reuter. Reuter sends it toward the net. That was blocked. Comes back to Reuter at the left point. Over to Gorder. He sends a shot and a stick save. And the Knights able to send it down with just under 10 minutes to play in the second period. Puck took a funny bounce. Reuter had to hustle to get there off a stick. Good stick lift there by the Stars. Play by Carson Reuter. But Sanders off the bench for the Knights, able to pick up the puck and chew up about 10 more seconds off the power play. Stars still not able to get it out of their own zone. Here's Larson with the puck to the back end. Send it wide of the goal, right through the goal crease. Tillery battling Sanders behind the net. Penalty time just about expired as the Stars able to get it out of the zone. That's Spiker playing it in as Riggs is heading toward the bench. Penalties expired. Knights back in full strength. There's 97 with it up the left-hand side. But he was in the zone a step too early, and we have a whistle for an offsides. 9:09 to play in the second period. Still no score in this preseason tournament friendly between the Knights and the Stars. Face off outside the Stars zone, right in front of the Knights bench. Stars win it, but good play by Sanders to hustle to the puck. Gets tied up there by the Stars. Stars now able to clear it back to center. Number 73 at his own blue line retreats into his own zone and now brings it up the left-hand side. Number 73 still with it, carries it into the Stars zone. At the top of the circle, puts on the brakes, loses the puck. Now chipped ahead by the Stars, but it's going to be kept in by Sanders. Nice little move there by Sanders to spin around one of the Stars. Stars come away with it. Morton had it, then lost it. Number 73 with it. His shot wide of the goal. It caroms up the right-hand boards along the dasher, and now the Stars able to clear it. Number 73 back at center. Plays it ahead, try to get it to Sanders. A good body check there by Morton. Puck comes across the blue line, picked up there by Comey. Comey into the zone. Plays it right to the slide area. Sends a shot that went wide of the goal to the near side. Picked up there by Oliver Sanders. Chipped out to center. Schutzler tried to play it ahead, but a good play by the Knights to deny that. Here's Wellenberg. Nice backhand pass to number 7 in the corner. Having trouble controlling the puck. Takes a check along the boards. Now gets it back to 73. 73 across. Top of the circle. Here's a shot in the right. Rebound! And let's see the puck underneath. The puck underneath brace. The referee signal no goal, and how that thing didn't go in. It looked like the Knights player had a whole lot of real estate in the back of the net, but somehow the puck ended up under Tanner Brace, and it remains a scoreless game with 7:50 to play in the second period. Face off to the left of Brace. Comes back to the point. Number 8 plays it along the boards. Battle for the puck there. Now it comes out, picked up by the Stars, and played out of the zone. Schutzler's going to pick it up there. The Stars have a chance. Here's that chance for Grant. He lifted it over the net. Ben Grant had an opportunity, but he lifted it just up over the crossbar. He was in all alone. Glendenning at the point. He'll send it toward the net. Deflected just wide. Whoever got a stick on it, a great redirect there. And I'm not sure if the goalie got a piece of it or not. Here's another shot. That's blocked right in front, and back the other way come the Knights. They have a breakaway opportunity, but a good play by the Stars to deny the pass. Otherwise, one of the Knights was in cleanly. Here's number 48 in the Stars zone. Had it knocked off his stick. Chipped out of the zone. And here comes Swan. He'll be in on a breakaway. Seton Swan to the backhand. He scored! Seton Swan puts the Stars on the board as he went to the backhand and lifted it up over the pad of the goalie. And the Stars take a 1-0 lead with 7:03 to play in the second period. Seton Swan gets the goal. Time of the goal, 5:57 of the second period. A breakaway goal that beat the goalie. He went to the backhand, lifted it up over the pad, and the Stars have a 1-0 lead. Off the face-off, Spiker knocked over one of the Knights to get the puck. Tillery plays it across. Emily's pass to Spiker, chipped into the zone, but it's picked up there by Comey for the Knights. He'll skate it back into the Stars zone from the top of the slide area. The puck deflected to the corner, a good defensive play by the Stars. Sanders in, still with the puck in the corner, now carries it behind the net. Up the left wing side, still with the puck. Just pass, he fanned on it, but the puck ends up over on the stick of number 48 along the near side boards. Down to the corner, Sanders with it. Emily puts a body on him. Puck comes up, the Stars will get it out of the zone. Played ahead, here's Riggs with it, had it taken away by Comey, backhanded up into the slide area. Spiker, oh, we got a hit from behind. Spiker with the puck. Spiker had a stick knocked out of his hands. Here's a chance for number 73. His shot, and that's swallowed up by Brace. A couple of hits there by the Knights. One of them looked like a hit from behind, but no call. The other one, a nice, clean, open ice check. Face off to the left of the Stars goal, number 7 in the circle for the Knights. Knights control it, but it's picked up there by the Stars. Played ahead. They came out of the zone. Morton has it for the Stars. Here's Robert Morton up the right wing side. Morton looking for a pass. Morton down low. Threw it right out in front. And it's grabbed there by the goalie. He got the paddle down as the puck is coming right there on the near side, and he covers it up to create a face-off, which will be to his left. Good, nice play by Robert Morton. He did have a player cutting down the left-hand side, but I'm not sure he was able to get to him. There's just too much traffic there. He wisely threw it in on net. Now at the high slot, puck carried off a stick, picked up there by the Knights and out of the zone. Jensen put a body on one of the Knights as he was avoiding being checked. Schimmel chips it ahead. Schimmel tried to get around the defender, got knocked down. Number 8 has it for the Knights in the corner. Throw it right in the slot area. Sanders was there, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Now here's number 7 for the Knights up the left-hand side. Cuts it to the center of the ice. Got knocked away nicely by the Stars. Oh, a big hit there on Jensen. Number 7 threw it right out in front. Backhanded wide of the goal. Puck comes up the near side, back to the point. Number 8, he'll send it toward the net, deflected up over the glass and out of play. Well, some physical play here by the Knights. A couple of nice collisions in the open ice. 5:08 to play, opening period. Correction, second period. I'll get my period straight. Face off to the corner. Comes back to the point, number 27. Sends it down low. Picked up there by 32. Knocked off his stick. Stars get it out of the zone, but sent back in by the Knights. Grant picks up the puck at his own blue line. Knocked off his stick. Hoisted up there by Reuter to Swan. Reuter gloves it down. That looked like a hand pass, but no whistle. And the puck will deflect up over the glass and in amongst the customers. And a young fan from Overland Park will take home a souvenir puck. Face off to the right of the goal. It's down in the corner, number 27. Picks up there for the Knights. Reuter kept it in. Puck played across. Picked up 9, number 21. Here's number 21. Trying to get in clean, but a good defensive play. Played toward the net. The puck deflected wound behind the net. We're going to have a whistle and a penalty call against the Stars. And I'll see what they're going to do here. I don't think he was in cleanly, so I don't believe it's going to be a penalty shot. It's going to be a hooking call. And that's going to go against Weston Glendenning. Time of the penalty, 7:27 of the second period. So the Knights will go on the power play for the second time in this game. They did not convert on their first opportunity. Probably a good penalty to take given the circumstances. He wasn't in clean, but he certainly had a half a step on the defenders. And right off the face-off, it goes right in on net, and Brace puts the glove down and covers it up. And that took all of 2 seconds off the penalty. So they'll set up and do it again from the same spot. Back to the point. Comey with it. Plays it across from the circle. Here's a shot. Save made by Brace. Puck at the side of the net. and cleared around the boards and out of the zone by the Stars. Good clear by the Stars. The puck on its edge. The goalie comes all the way out. That's Smith, who's the Knights goalie for this evening's game. Off a stick. Tillery backhands it back to center. Zwillenberg with it. Circles it at his own blue line. Puck along the board. Stars doing a good job of denying the entry. Now it comes back to the blue line, and the Knights will reset. Ahead to Comey. Comey carries it in. Nice play by Spiker to take it away. Then he had it taken away. The puck still in the zone. Spiker plays it down to Tillery back in his own zone, and Tillery will hoist it the length of the ice with just over a minute left in the Knights power play. Now ahead to Zwillenberg. Zwillenberg skates it along his own blue line. Ahead to Comey into the Star zone. Puts on the brake, sends it in. It was off Spiker's stick. Puck bouncing right in the slot area. Deflected up over the net. Behind the net was Zwillenberg. Zwillenberg has it there. A nice defensive play by Spiker to take it away and ice it the length of the ice. Smith out of the goal to play it there for number 73. Skates it around behind the net, brings it up left-hand side. Long pass intercepted by Schimmel, who sends it right back in with 28 seconds left on the Knights penalty. Comey plays it up the boards, number 73 with it. Number 73 plays it across. This is Goins. Goins pass, bouncing puck over Smith's stick. Comes down there, Jensen and Smith go into the boards. They're still tied up there. Taking the final second. Now the puck came right out in front, but a shot was fanned on number 73, sends it around behind the net. Right out in front of the net, just wide of the net. Here's a chance as the penalty expired. That went through the goal crease. Here's Morton out of the box for the Stars. Up to Glendenning. Stars back at full strength. Played right in on net. Bouncing puck. Still on front. And the puck, here's a shot on the side of the net. Another shot. That went right through the goal crease, and I'm not sure how the puck stayed out of the net here. Now here's a shot that went wide of the goal from this point. Morton with it. Morton skates it down low, looking for a shot. Deflects to the corner. Picked up there by number 88 for the Knights and played the length of the ice. And that'll be whistled for an icing. The faceoff will come back in the Knight zone, but a couple of great scoring opportunities for the Stars right in front of the net, and I'm not sure how the puck stayed out of the goal, but it did. Smith was down, the puck was loose, but the Stars not able to take advantage of the opportunity. Face off to the left of the goal. Stars waiting for their fifth skater. Schimmel will skate into the circle for the Stars. The puck controlled by the Knights, but the Stars come away with it right out in front. Puck loose to the side of the net. Still loose. Now it comes to the corner where it's picked up there by the Knights. Clearing attempt was fanned on. Stars able to keep it in. Now the Knights able to get it out of the zone. Stars send it right back in. Number 8 down in the corner with Sanders coming in. Intercepted there. Puck sent to the side of the net. Here's a shot and a save by Smith. Grant with it. Lays it across. Glendenning sends it toward the net along the ice. Puck ends up behind the net. Played to the corner. Glendenning pinching down. He and number 25 bump into each other. Picked up there by the Knights. Clearing attempts held in by the Stars. Grant doing a great job behind the net. Plays it, or keeping the puck in the zone. Good play by Reuter, but puck ends up along the blue line and then pops up out of play right down in front of us, where this young man. That's right, young man. You got yourself a souvenir puck. You can take that home, put it on the shelf, and tell everybody you got a souvenir puck at the Kansas City Stars game. Stars send it in. Puck comes to the side of the net. Number 73 picks it up there for the Knights. Kept in by the Stars momentarily, but number 7 backhands it out. Here's Sanders at the blue line. Sanders with a shot, but one of the Stars got a stick on it. Slowed it down, and the puck went wide of the net. Comey back near his own blue line. Retreats into his own zone, then plays it off the boards for Sanders. He'll backhand it into the Stars zone. Emily and number 7 giving chase. Number 7 lost an edge. 30 seconds to play in the period. Now we got a whistle, and we're going to have a hand pass, and that'll bring the faceoff outside the Stars zone. With 30 tenths to play here in the second period. Off the face-off, the puck tied up right at the circle. Now it comes loose. Number 73 has it for the Knights into the zone. Takes the check there, still with the puck. Stars come away with it. Poked away, but the Knights come away with it. That was Zwillenberg. Had to wait for his teammate to get onside. Puck down in the corner. Tied up there under 10 seconds to play in the period. Comey flips it up, and the puck up into the mesh above the glass, so we'll have a face-off. I believe it'll stay inside the zone with 5 2/10 to play, but now we got a penalty coming up here too. Now this is going to go against Asher Emily for roughing. That penalty comes at the 12:55 mark, and the Knights are going to go back on the power play. I didn't see what happened there, but Emily to the box, went back to the point. Clock running out. Puck goes wide of the goal as the buzzer sounds, ending the second period. And our score at the end of 2 periods, it's the Kansas City Stars 1, the Kansas City Knights nothing. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for the third period. So while we have a moment here, I want to remind everyone the Kansas City Stars High School Hockey Podcast is back for Season 2. I'll be doing recaps of previous weekend's games, previewing upcoming games, interviews with players and coaches. That's the Kansas City Stars High School Hockey Podcast. Look for the podcast every week. There may be multiple episodes every week on the Kansas City Stars YouTube channel. And if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to Kansas City Stars social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. I think we even have an X page. Make sure you follow the Stars, get updates on games, results, which players are scoring goals, what the goalies are doing. Everything Kansas City Stars hockey. About to start the third period of play. Starts with a 1-0 lead. We do have a carryover penalty. That penalty is to Asher Emily. A minute 54 left on that penalty. And off the face-off, puck controlled by the Knights. Carried into the zone by Sanders. Sanders trying to let it around behind the net, try to wrap it around. Good play by Brace to stop that. Now Brace reaches along the side of the net and freezes the puck along the side of the goal. Shots on goal through 2 periods, 19 for the Stars, 14 for the Knights. The Stars with a very good second period offensively. A lot of scoring opportunities, and they finally did get one on Seton Swan's breakaway goal midway through the period. Off the face-off, Hicks fanned on the clearing attempt, gets tied up by Sanders along the boards, picked up there by one of the Knights, plays it back to the point to Comey. Comey skates it along the blue line now, along the dasher number 7. That puck went high. It was off the glove of Brace. Back behind the net, now played to the corner. Gorder gets there first, cycles it around behind for Schimmel, who lifts it out, but not out of the zone. Comey keeps it in. Number 7 tried to redirect it toward the net. Good play there by number Jensen, 28. Comey keeps it in at the high point, but onto the stick of Brody Hicks. He overskated it, and now it's cleared by the Stars as Jensen able to send it the length of the ice with a minute left on the Knights power play. Number 73 behind the net. Brings it out right side. The Ross ice pass too far for Sanders. Taken there by Glendenning. He'll wait and then hoist it down to take more time off the clock. Riggs in on the forecheck, doing a good job on number 73. 73 still with the puck, able to finally get away with it, but it took him about 5 seconds off the penalty in doing so. Here's number 9 with a shot. That was deflected wide behind the net, centering attempt. Glendenning denied that. Comey with the puck along the boards. Threw it right through the slot area and out of the zone as the Knights were making a defensive change. Less than 20 seconds left in the penalty. Here's number 73 into the zone. Had to play it back to the point. Comey slides over to get it. Sent it right through the slot area. Reuter's clearing attempt was fanned down the bouncing puck along the boards there. Stars able to push it out of the zone as the penalties expired, and we'll have a whistle for an offside as Emily gets out of the box and the Stars back at full strength. A minute 11:03 to play in the third period. And the faceoff will be outside the Stars zone. It'll be Schutzler and number 25 opposite the draw, controlled by the Knights. Bouncing puck played along the boards. Smith has it. Shifted ahead Larson for the Knights. He couldn't control it. Grant steps in, but now the Knights come away with it. Grant, he had it knocked off his stick. Smith, rather. Centering attempt right to the slot area. A shot that was blocked. Knights still control it. Puck played in there, intercepted nicely by Emily. Sends it back into the Knight zone. Number 8 will chase it down there. Around behind the net with Schutzler on the forecheck. Swan steps in but couldn't keep it in the zone. The puck comes out to center. Good play by Emily to deny an entry there by the Knights Larson. Smith along the board. He takes a hit by Schutzler. Emily in there for the Stars. Number 45 in there for the Knights. They're still battling for the puck along the boards. Now here comes Swan with the puck for the Stars. Cross-ice pass, but Grant was circling back toward the bench. Under 10 minutes to play in the third period. The Stars with a 1-0 lead. Now chipped ahead. Here's a chance for number 68 into the zone. But a nice play by Tillery. Tillery played it across, intercepted at center by the Knights. Sent back into the Stars zone, but the Stars sent it right back to center. Tillery giving chase. Tillery comes away with it. Got Sanders cutting along. Tillery's shot is deflected off a stick and high up over the glass and out of play. Face off to the left of the Knights goal. Schimmel and number 48 opposite each other. Tied up in the circle, now played to the boards. The Knights pick it up there. Off the boards. It's gloved down by Jensen, but not inside the zone. The Stars offside. Now chipped ahead by the Knights. Here's number 92 racing after it. The Stars able to get it back out of the zone. Onto the stick of Brody Jensen. Here's ahead to Schimmel. Schimmel chips it in, bouncing puck wide of the goal. Schimmel giving chase. Got knocked down, but the puck came right out in front. Morton was there, but got spun around and couldn't get a stick on it. Here's number 92 up the left wing side. Morton put a body on him. I think Morton took the brunt of that one. Puck came right out in front, paddled away by Brace. Now loose puck picked up by Sanders. Sanders back the other way for the Stars. Got Schimmel cutting down the right-hand side. Sanders into the zone, puts on the brakes, throws it right out in front, bouncing puck. Goes across the ice. Stars looking to complete an offensive line change. Bouncing puck. Gorder had it bounce over his stick. Now Gorder will pick up the loose puck. As the Knights could control it, Gorder sends it in. Giving chase there is Riggs. Riggs comes away with it for the Stars. Threw it right through the goal crease. Puck comes back to the point. Glendenning hustles to keep it in the zone, but overskates it. And back the other way come the Knights. A good play by Spiker to outrace the Knights player. Ahead to Glendenning is off his stick. Back to center. Loose puck. Glendenning still with the puck. Glendenning has it, sends it in, and that'll be gloved and held by Smith. 8:08 to play. Third period. First of 4 games for the Stars this weekend. They'll take on the Saints up in Line Creek tomorrow afternoon, back here at Casey Ice Center against these same Knights, and then Sunday afternoon back at Line Creek to take on the Saints, a preseason tournament as these teams preparing for the Mid-America High School Hockey League season. The Jamboree next weekend, and then the season starts in 2 weeks. Gorder had it knocked off his stick. A good play. Here's number 73. 73 with a shot paddled away by Brace. The puck came right out in front, but the Stars able to clear it out of danger. Kept in by number 73, sends it around behind the net off the stick of Twillingberg. Reuter gets there first. Reuter plays it behind the net. Sanders for the Knights. Sanders skates it out from behind the net, right through the slot area. Still with the puck. Now plays it back to the point. Comey with it along the blue line. Comey sends it toward the net, and a save made by Brace as he got down in the butterfly just in time. Comey has it and skates it through center, back into the Star zone. Here's Comey with a shot, and Comey scores. Comey skated all the way through, and a wrist shot. Okay, well, one of the Knights fans thinks you get 2 points for a goal, but no, you only get one. But Comey gets the goal. He skated it through and beats Tanner Brace 5-hole. Time in the goal, 5:48, and that'll tie the game at a goal apiece. Well, we got some delusional Knights fans who somehow think it's 2-1. Good play by Grant to try to get around the defender, but a nice play by the Knights defender as well. Here's Swan with it behind the net. Swan still with the puck. Try to get it back to the point. Denied there. Comes back to Swan. Centering attempt. That was also denied. And back comes the Knights the other way. Number 25. That's Larson, I believe. Stuck in front of the boards, right in front of the Stars bench. Tillery chips it ahead. Swan around behind the net. Now played up the board. Schutzler picks it up there for the Stars. Banks it off the boards, out of play, or out of the zone rather. Schutzler with a nice play to keep it in. He's got Grant in front of the net. Schutzler still with it, trying to skid around the defender, but a good play number 8 to come away with it. Nice poke check by Grant. Centering attempt. Puck right out in front. Here's Schutzler with a shot, and a nice save by Smith. Puck behind the net. Number 68 will send it around. It's going to be Tillery not able to keep it in. Now the Stars will have to reset. The pass for Emily off the mark. Emily has to chase it down. Emily with a long pass up to Schutzler. Schutzler waiting for the defender. Teammates now plays it across to Sanders. Sanders sends it in, and that'll be gloved and held by Smith. 5:55 to play, third period. Each team with a goal. The Stars with a second period goal. The Knights tied it up here in the third period. Face out to the right of the Knights' goal. Some confusion on the part of the Knights. They had 7 skaters out, a couple skate to the bench, so now we're good. Off the face out the puck of the circle. One of the Stars, that was Oliver Sanders trying to get it. Picked up there by the Knights. Good play by their Sanders, but a good poke check by Oliver Sanders. Sanders on Sanders. Loose puck comes right out in front. Sanders had it, got a poke check to the corner. Sanders gets it back, looking for a pass. Off a stick. That was Morton trying to send it down low, but had a Knights player pick it up. Here's number 7 with a big collision there on Hicks. Here's a centering pass. Sanders was there, but he sent it wide of the goal. Nice scoring opportunity for the Knights, but not able to convert. Oliver Sanders for the Stars. Chips it through. A good play by 73 to intercept that. He'll send it toward the net, and Brace gets the glove on it and holds on with 5:09 to play. Off the face-off, controlled by the Stars. Glendenning skates it ahead. Number 73 keeps it in for the Knights. He'll send it around behind the net. 21's going to get there first. Glendenning puts a body by him. Puck up the boards, still controlled by the Knights. Along the blue line, comes over to Comey. He'll chase it down along the boards, takes the carom back to the point to number 48. Spins the way around one player, leaves it there for Comey, back down to number 48 low. Oh, good play by Reuter to knock the puck off his stick. Spiker will pick it up for the Stars. Backhands it up, but heft in by the Knights. Now the Stars come away with it. Flipped out of the zone by Spiker. Riggs got knocked down. It looked like he's a little shaken up, but appears to be okay. Here's a shot that hit the side of the net. Reuter has it, cycled it up right onto the stick of Comey. Centering pass, puck out in front, loose, but cleared out of danger by the Stars, and Spiker picks it up. Spiker out of the zone, ahead to Riggs. Here's Riggs. The Stars have it 3-on-1. Here's a chance for the Stars. Riggs with a shot, and a save made by Smith. The Stars had a 2-on-0, almost a 3-on-0, but a nice save by Smith as Riggs put the shot right into the little Knight guy on the sweater of Smith. And probably an opportunity there for a pass or two, as the Stars had a very, very rare multiplayer, multi-man breakaway. Tillery pinching in down low. Knights able to get it out of the zone. Now here's a chance for the Knights. Larson had it, but a good defensive play by Emily. Number 9 with a shot, and that's gloved and held by Brace. Good job by Tanner Brace, keeping his eye on the puck. Saw it all the way into the glove. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Brace with 3:49 to play in the third period. Face-off comes to the side. Chillery has it. Larson chips it up the board. Swan picks it up for the Stars. Tries to clear it, but it's held in by number 8 at the point. Puck comes right through the front. Tipped toward the net, and they score. It was tipped toward the net. It got by Tanner Brace, I believe, on the stick side. And the referee trying to get the celebration out in front of the Stars' goal. But the Knights have taken a 2-1 lead with 3:37 to play here in the third period. And if you use Knights math, it's probably about 7-1 right now. But the scoreboard only says 2-1. Off the face-off is taken there by Jensen, plays it across to Hicks. Hicks out of the zone too far, picked up by the Knights, sent back in, and that'll be whistled for an icing. That'll bring the face-off back into the Knight zone with 3:23 to play. I didn't quite catch who got the goal. We don't have a public address here, so I'm not sure who got the Knight's second goal. Face off to the right of the goal. Comey swings it around. Jensen will keep it in at the point. Jensen sends it toward the net. Pad saved by Smith. Puck to the corner. And that's cleared out of the zone and whistle for another icing. That'll bring the face-off back into the Knight zone. Down to 3:08 to play in the game. Puck tied up at the circle. Several players in there. Now the Knights come away with it. Rillingberg plays it ahead. Here's Sanders with it. Sanders avoids the check still with the puck. Try to center it. A good play by Glendenning to deny that. Number 7 in the corner plays it back to the point to 73. 73 chips it ahead. Here's number 7. Backhands it down low. Riggs takes a check there, but the Knights still control it. Comey with it. Sends it toward the net. That was deflected and into the glove of Brace. The puck actually came loose, but the whistle had blown. So we'll have a face-off to the, I believe, to the right of the goal. Off the face-off is played ahead, picked up there by Schutzler for the Stars. Here's Schutzler up the right-hand side, chips it in. Schutzler giving chase, still with the puck. Now had it taken away. Swan in there to help out for the Stars. Puck in the corner, played out. Glendenning will keep it in at the point. Glendenning Bouncing puck sends it in behind the net. Number 68 takes it there for the Knights, plays it up. Good play by Reuter, pinching in. Puck chipped ahead. Stars still control it in the zone. Now it comes down here. The chance for Swan, trying to get around the defender, had it poked off his stick. Back to Reuter. Reuter with a shot. Puck came right through the goal crease. But nobody was there for the Stars. And this will be iced by the Knights, sent back in with a minute 56 to play, and the faceoff will come back into the Knights' end. Once the puck behind the net. Spiker giving chase, but he overskated it. Cleared back to center. Now here's a chance for Sanders up the right-hand side. Sanders in, cuts across, gets tripped up. Puck comes in on goal. Kick toward the net, and save made by Brace, but we're going to have a penalty coming up against the Stars as Sanders got upended, and that's going to go against Brody Jensen. And the Stars are going to have to try to score one here shorthanded with a minute 42 to play. Off the face-off, the Stars come away. Here's Spiker. Spiker plays it off the glass. Spiker up the right-hand side. Spiker with a burst of speed. Cuts to the front of the net. Rolling puck, not able to control it. Still with it, though. What a great play by Spiker. He just flipped it too far. Now the puck around behind the net. Comey will pick it up there for the Knights. Behind the net is Zwillenberg. Zwillenberg plays it around behind his own goal. Picked up there by number 73. Now ahead to Sanders. Sanders up the left-hand side. Carries it into the Star zone. Sanders avoids the check, but a good play by Tillery to knock the puck off his stick. Comes back to Zwillenberg at the high point. Zwillenberg controls the puck there. Pass off a stick, kept in by number 73. Over to Comey. Comey from the high slot area. Shot that's high, but gloved and held by Tanner Brace as we're now under a minute to play. 58 and 4/10 seconds left in the game. Well, we'll see if they bring Brace to the net. Now here's a chance for the Stars. Reuter, he gets upended. No penalty called. Oh, the Stars fans just livid. No penalty call. Now we're going to have a call against the Stars. And just now we got pushing and shoving along the boards there. And it just absolutely missed the trip. And then the Stars end up getting a penalty. It's going to be Spiker going to the box, and the Knights are going to finish this game out on a 5-on-3. And just as Tanner Brace was heading to the bench for the extra attacker, well, I say it was on Spiker. He went to the bench. Let's see who the penalty's on. Well, there's still nobody going to the penalty box. The referee's over at the scorer's table. I'm pretty sure they call it against the Stars, but neither penalty box is opened yet. Several Stars players, a couple of Knights players in a huddle with the referee. Referee explaining what he saw, what the calls will be. And still nobody. Now the referee over at the Stars bench. Now pointing at the face-off circle, and well, I guess we're not going to have any penalty. Pretty sure he had his arm up. So no penalties after all that. No penalties. And Tanner Brace has gone to the bench, so the Stars will bring the extra attacker on. It'll be 5-on-5. Stars still shorthanded. Stars looking to get the tying goal here in the final 44 seconds. It'll be Gorder taking the face-off for the Stars. Off the face-off is controlled there by Rigg, trying to get it back to the point. That was blocked. Now the puck comes to the near side corner, and that sent the length of the ice, and that'll be an icing call. It was well wide of the empty net. So the face-off will come back into the Knight zone with 32 5/10 to play. That was a bit of a bizarre sequence there. It looked like there should have been a penalty against the Knights. There was no call, and then it looked like he called one against the Stars, but after several minutes of deliberations, there were no penalties on the play. Off the face-off, it comes back to the point here. That chance, a shot right on, rebound right out in front. Puck still loose. Picked up there by Larson for the Knights. Clearing attempt kept in by Spiker. Spiker avoids the defender. His shot was blocked. A good block there by the Knights. Centering pass right out in front, and a great pad save by Smith. Oh, he just got the toe across. He was sliding the other way, but made a nice save. Now it comes right out in front. Fanned on the clearing attempt. Puck comes along. 5 seconds to play in the game. And now it's cleared out of the zone, and that'll pretty much do it as the puck shot into the empty net. But the time has expired, and the Knights have won it by a score of 2-1. Be sure to catch tomorrow's game. I believe it's a 1:30 face-off at Line Creek against the Kansas City Saints. And then we'll be right back here tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. These same two teams back here at Kansas City Ice Center. And then on Sunday afternoon at 1:30, back at Line Creek at 1:30 p.m. for the Stars. Thanks for watching. Again, the final score, the Kansas City Knights 2, the Kansas City Stars 1. You've been watching Kansas City Stars Hockey.